The next reaction that we are going to learn in this section is called halogenation. And we're going to lay this out the exact same way that we did hydrogenation. So we're going to start with a totally generic alkene. And this alkene's got some stuff attached to it, and we don't know or care what those things are. It won't make a difference at all. In the halogenation reaction, we are reacting our alkene with a halogen molecule. It could either be bromine, which is going to be Br2, or it could be chlorine, which is Cl2, and we'll write a note of that off to the side in a minute. This reaction does not require a catalyst, so there's going to be nothing underneath the arrow. It's just plus Br2. This reaction is almost identical to hydrogenation, which means that first we're going to draw the molecule with everything still exactly where it started. So all these components are still in place. The carbon-carbon double bond has turned into a single bond, just like for hydrogenation. This time we are adding a bromine and a bromine to each carbon of the alkene, just like that. So it's really exactly the same as hydrogenation. So here we can also use, let's make a note, can also use Cl2 instead of Br2. Let's do a more specific example. Let's just go ahead and use the same molecule as we used for hydrogenation. And just like with hydrogenation reaction, if we wanted, instead of writing plus Br2, if we wanted, we could write the reagent on top of the arrow. So just say Br2. Actually, let's make this exciting and let's do Cl2. That's exciting. Cl2 up there. So to predict the product of this reaction, we're going to redraw the molecule. We're going to change that double bond to a single bond. And we're going to add a chlorine to each carbon atom of the alkene. That's it. So now let's go to the worksheet and let's practice. We have on this worksheet, we've got 4 problems to practice halogenation. And so what we're going to do, same strategy, we're going to take that original alkene, I'm going to draw this off to the side, we're going to redraw the molecule where instead of having a carbon-carbon double bond, we're going to have a single bond. And then to the carbon atoms of the double bond, so these 2 carbon atoms right here, these 2 carbon atoms right here, we're going to add a bromine to each one of those carbon atoms. How did I know bromine? Because we're using Br2. So we want to add a bromine to each carbon atom, and it doesn't matter where you draw them, just fit them in somewhere. 1 bromine to each carbon atom. That's it. Let's do the next one. Redraw the carbon skeleton, changing the double bond to a single bond. Find your alkene carbons, here they are, and put a chlorine this time. Put 1 chlorine on each one of those carbon atoms. Again, the direction that you point them doesn't make any difference. Let's try another one. Redraw the alkene, change the double bond to a single bond. Find your alkene carbons. We're going to put a bromine on each one of those carbons. And we have 1 more. Redraw, change the double bond to a single bond. Find your alkene carbons. We're adding bromine. 1 bromine to each carbon, and that's it.